Don't know, it's recording. I think it's recording right now. Well, last time I spoke to you guys, I had a dream about the crazy machine people. Well, I'm gonna have to tell you a little bit more about that because the next day, very following day, mate, I seen 16 machine people, counted them out. I wish I had 16 fingers, would have been a lot easier, but I had to use my toes and I had to take my shoes off just to double check because I wasn't sure if maybe I was a fucking machine people, or person rather. So, just so you can see how serious I am, I'll show you a picture of my eyeballs. I don't know what to do, mate. Listen, I need to put my phone down because I'm just so I got a dark skin right now just thinking about it. Right, so this is how I started. It was about 5:15 in the morning. I was off to work, See, I didn't have no tea, so I couldn't have me a pot of tea, so I was a little bit out of it. So I'm walking, right, and then usually in the morning I see about one car, maybe two tops, maybe three at the most. So I'm walking, and I had a funny noise, right? It's usually dead quiet, right, that time in the morning, mate. So I'm walking, right, and I seen it in the sky. It was a fucking star in the sky, right next to the moon. I was very confused. I was like, whoa, there is a star next to the moon in the sky, right? And so at the same time I noticed that, right, it was almost like there was like a epiphany. A car drives by, right, and it put its brake lights on, but the brake lights weren't red, they were bloody purple. Purple bright lights at the same time I seen the star next to the moon, alright? So now I'm very spooked and I didn't know what to do. So I look at my watch, right, and my watch said 5:19, right? And I thought maybe I was late for work because I was getting a ride from another guy because the guy that I usually get a ride from had court that day, right? And I was thinking about him. I was very concerned about him because his tenants tried to sue him for some bullshit, right? So anyways, at that very moment, the car smiled at me, and the star in the sky said bzzz, and the moon, the face on the moon, it winked at me and said ha 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 ha, and I got very, very uneasy feeling in the bottom of my gut, right? So I had to pull myself together. I was like this. At first I was like, so I said like this. And I put myself together, right? Let me put the phone down. So then, right, 16 cars drove by me all at the same time. It was 16 cars all in one car. It was like almost like I was tripping in slinging trails. Well, I counted them all. It was the matter of 16 seconds, 16 cars, 16 people. I think they were all crazy machine people. I wasn't sure, right? So I started looking to see if they had metal backs, right? Because a lot of the machine people, they have metal backs, and you could tell almost like they're wearing like shoulder pads, right? Like Tom Brady from the New England Patriots. I use Tom Brady because he's my favourite football player. He's the best quarterback ever. So anyways, I think he's a crazy machine people too, because the way he moves in the pocket just looked like a fucking machine. Anyway. So I seen the 16 calls, right, mate? So listen to this, right? And then all of a sudden I fucking woke up and it was a fucking bloody dream.